Good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm Bri Walling. This Naples Herald Morning Report is sponsored by our friends at Bucillo Kia of Cape Coral. This morning, we'll tell you about what led to Thursday's deadly Maryland shooting, a big win for Florida in the fight for water rights up north, and more. Today is Friday, June 29th, and this is the Morning Report. A man who police say opened fire at a Maryland newspaper office on Thursday, killing 5 and injuring 2 others, had a long, acrimonious history with the newspaper, including a lawsuit and years of harassment of its journalists on Twitter. The suspect, swiftly arrested by police after the attack, was charged today with 5 counts of first-degree murder. Retired publisher and top editor at the paper told the Capital Gazette on Thursday that he had long been concerned about the suspect's history of escalating social media attacks against the newspaper and its journalists. He called police over his concerns in 2013 and considered filing a restraining order against him. The shooter had filed a failed lawsuit against the paper in 2012, alleging the paper, a columnist, and an editor defamed him in an article about his conviction in a criminal harassment case in 2011. He took to Twitter, where he routinely harassed journalists from the newspaper in scores of profanity-laced tweets. One of those tweets targeted one of the journalists killed on Thursday. In another tweet, he discussed how he'd enjoy seeing the paper stop publishing, but it would be nicer to see 2 journalists cease breathing. Online court records in Maryland show that 3 peace orders were taken out against the shooter, one each in 2011, 2012, and 2013. In at least 2 instances, the suspect appealed the orders. It wasn't clear whom the cases involved or what the ultimate outcomes were. Unfortunately, his threats turned out to be all too real yesterday, and our thoughts are with the survivors. Tainted irrigation water appears to be the source of the national food poisoning outbreak linked to romaine lettuce. About 200 people were sickened in the E. coli outbreak and 5 people died. The illnesses in 36 states were previously traced to romaine lettuce grown in Yuma, Arizona, which provides most of the romaine sold in the U.S. during the winter. Yesterday, officials said the outbreak strain of E. coli bacteria was found in an irrigation canal in the Yuma area, and they're still investigating how the bacteria got into the canal and whether there was contamination elsewhere. The outbreak was the nation's largest E. coli food poisoning outbreak in more than a decade. Most of the people got sick in March and April, but new illnesses were reported as recently as early this month. Some of those who got sick didn't eat romaine lettuce, but had been in close contact with someone who did. The largest E. coli outbreak like this involved spinach grown in California in 2006. CDC announced yesterday that the latest outbreak, which started in the spring, is now over. Governor Scott is cheering and his Georgia counterpart is digging in for a fight after the U.S. Supreme Court allowed Florida to press its case in a decades-long battle between the 2 states over a river that serves us both. The justices' 5-4 ruling on Wednesday concerns a dispute over Georgia's use of water from the Chattahoochee and Flint rivers that serve booming metro Atlanta, Georgia's powerful agricultural industry, and Florida's oyster fisheries beyond the river's mouth. The court said a special master appointed to hear the lawsuit should reconsider Florida's argument that limiting how much water Georgia uses would provide more water downstream into the Apalachicola Bay and the nearby Gulf of Mexico. Florida officials celebrated the decision, even though it means that the expensive battle, which has cost the state's taxpayers $57 million over the last 4 years, will continue forward. Governor Scott, who's pushed to have the state sue Georgia directly, declared the decision as a huge win for the entire state of Florida. And that was the Morning Report for today. I'm Bri Walling. The Morning Report airs Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. right here at NaplesHerald.com. And don't forget to check out our lunch break that also airs Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Thank you for watching.